Hello dear students. So in today's class, let us discuss about the ATP yield during the biochemical processes. So first let us see the ATP yield during the process of glycolysis. So that is conversion of glucose into pyruvate. So when glucose gets phosphorylated into glucose 6 phosphate. So this reaction consumes one molecule of ATP. So this reaction requires one molecule of ATP. So the next reaction in the glycolysis is the conversion of the fructose 6 phosphate into fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. So this reaction also consumes one molecule of ATP. So therefore, these two reactions consumes two molecules of ATP. So next let us see the third reaction. So the 1,3 bis phosphoglycerate, when it converts into 3 phosphoglycerate, okay, so here two molecules of 3 phosphoglycerate is produced. For each molecule, one ATP molecule is produced. So therefore, for two molecules of 3 phosphoglycerate, two molecules of ATPs are produced. So this reaction yields two molecules of ATP. So the next reaction, so that is phosphoenol pyruvate into the pyruvate. So here two molecules of pyruvate are formed. So each pyruvate molecule produces one ATP molecule. So therefore two pyruvate molecules will yield two ATP molecules. So therefore in the entire glycolysis process, so total four ATP molecules are produced. Four ATP molecules are produced. Out of four ATP molecules, so here in the first two reactions, two ATP molecules are consumed. So therefore, the total ATPs produced in the glycolysis process is two. So two ATP molecules are produced. So when the glucose undergoes glycolysis. Okay. So next let us see the calculation of ATP yield during the Krebs cycle or TCA cycle or citric acid cycle. So let us calculate the ATP yield during the TCA cycle. So the TCA cycle, so that is citric acid cycle, for each turn, okay, so the three NADH molecules and one FADH2 molecule is produced. So three NADH molecules and one FADH2 molecule is produced. So by the oxidative phosphorylation, so the each NADH yields 3 ATPs. Okay, that means one NADH is equal to 3 ATPs. Okay, so and FADH2 yield 2 ATPs. That means one FADH2 is equal to 3 ATPs. Okay, so this NADH, when the oxidative phosphorylation takes place, so the NADH yields 3 ATPs. Each NADH, that means one NADH produces 3 ATP molecules and one FADH2 produces 2 ATP molecules. That means, so in a TCA cycle, 3 NADH molecules are produced and each NADH produces 3 ATPs. So therefore, 3 NADH molecules, this 3 is the 3 ATP molecules, 3 NADH into 3 ATPs plus 1 FADH2. 1 FADH2 is equal to 2 ATP molecules. So therefore, the reduced coenzyme in the TCA cycle yields 11 ATP molecules by the oxidative phosphorylation. So the oxidative phosphorylation in TCA cycle yields 11 ATP molecules. And the substrate level phosphorylation, okay, in succinyl coenzyme A synthetase, So 1 GTP or the ATP is produced. So here by oxidative phosphorylation 11 ATPs are produced by the oxidative phosphorylation. By substrate level phosphorylation 1 ATP is produced. That means 11 plus 1, that is 12 ATP molecules. So therefore the oxidation of acetyl coenzyme A through the TCA cycle yields a total number of 12 ATP molecules. So the oxidation of glucose, okay, that will produce two acetyl coenzyme molecules. So one acetyl coenzyme molecule, the oxidation of one acetyl coenzyme molecule in the TCA produces 12 ATP molecules. When the glucose undergoes oxidation, so it produces two acetyl coenzyme molecules. So each acetyl coenzyme molecule produces 12 ATP. So therefore two acetyl coenzyme molecules yields 24 ATPs. So let us see the reactions, so which yield the ATPs during the citric acid cycle. So here by the oxidative phosphorylation, so the 3NADH when gets oxidized to 3NAD molecules, so that is equal to 9 ATP molecules. 1 NAD is equal to 3 ATPs. So therefore 3 NAD means 3 into 3, 3 is a 9 ATP molecules. When 3 NAD molecules gets oxidized to 3 NAD, so each NAD molecule produces 3 ATP molecules. So therefore 3 into 3, 9 ATP molecules. So when this FADH2 undergoes oxidation to form FAD, each FAD is equal to 2 ATPs. So 1 FAD into 2 ATPs, therefore 2 ATP molecules are produced. So next by substrate level phosphorylation. So during the substrate level phosphorylation, so this adenosine diphosphate is converted into ATP, or the guanosine diphosphate is converted into triphosphate. So this yields 1 ATP. So that is 1 into 1 ATP. So therefore 9 plus 2 plus 1. So therefore a total number of 12 ATPs are produced during the TCA cycle. So next let us calculate the ATP yield from the complete oxidation of glucose. So first let us see the reactions of glycolysis. So that takes place in the cytoplasm. So the glucose when gets phosphorylated into glucose 6-phosphate, so it consumes 1 ATP molecule. So and also when the fructose 6-phosphate is phosphorylated into fructose 1,6 bisphosphate, so this reaction also consumes 1 ATP molecule. So next the conversion of this glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, here two molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate converted into 1,3 diphosphoglycerate. So two molecules of 1,3 diphosphoglycerate is formed. So that yields two NADH molecules. NADH molecules. One NADH is equal to 3 ATPs. So therefore 2 NADH means 6 ATP molecules. Okay, so this reaction, that is conversion of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, two molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate into 1,3 diphosphoglycerate 2 molecules yields 6 ATP molecules. So next the 1,3 diphosphoglycerate 2 molecules will yield 2 molecules of 3-phosphoglycerate. So this yields 2 ATP molecules. And the next reaction, so that is phosphoenol pyruvate, two molecules of phosphoenol pyruvate convert into or form two molecules of pyruvate. So this reaction yields 2 ATP molecules. So next reaction which takes place in the mitochondrial reaction, so that is two molecules of pyruvate, so it produces acetyl coenzyme A. Two molecules of acetyl coenzyme A is produced. Okay, so this reaction results in the formation of 2 NADH molecules. So 2 NADH molecules means 6 ATP molecules. So next let us see the reactions which takes place in the citric acid cycle or TCA cycle. So here the isocitrate, two molecules of isocitrate, when it converts into alpha ketoglutarate, two molecules, that forms two NADH molecules. Two NADH molecules will produce 6 ATP molecules. So then the alpha ketoglutarate, two molecules, will convert into succinyl coenzyme, two molecules of succinyl coenzyme, so that results in the formation of two NADH molecules. Two NADH molecules means 6 ATP molecules. So when the two molecules of succinyl coenzyme A converts into two molecules of succinate, that results in the formation of two ATP molecules. So the succinate two molecules of succinate, when they convert into two molecules of fumarate, that forms two molecules of FADH2. Two molecules of FADH2 means 4 ATP molecules. Each FADH2 molecule equals to 2 ATP molecules. So therefore 2 FADH2 means 4 ATP molecules. So finally the fumarate, two molecules of fumarate, when they convert into the two molecules of oxaloacetate, so they result in the formation of two NADH molecules. So therefore 2 NADH molecules is equal to 6 ATP molecules. So therefore when glucose undergoes complete oxidation, so the total number of ATP molecules yield is 38 ATP molecules. So this is the ATP yield from the complete oxidation of glucose.